Welcome back to 843 TV. We're here now with Mr. Gary Trimm. He is the managing partner at Station 300. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if anybody lives in Bluffton, they know what Station 300 is.
I'm glad to hear that. We've been working hard at that.
So how long has it been open, and what changes have you guys made during that time?
We've been open 3 years. We started our 4th year of business January 6th, which is our birthday. And we made a ton of changes. We've learned a lot about what customers want, the things we need to do to keep it a family atmosphere, and that we need to refresh our programs very often in order to keep frequently, yes. Probably the biggest changes you would see is in the arcade. The games, there's some old staple games that'll live forever, like skee ball and things like that. Then there's those sort of that have fads, and we have to change those out frequently. So we've changed about 1/4 of the games out, about 15 games since we started. So now we have some interesting ones. We have a flight simulator called Mock Storm. Now, I'm a Navy veteran. I've tried to take this plane off the aircraft carrier and not hit the skyscrapers, but I do it every time.
You got a 6-year-old in there, though, and they probably fly right off of it.
My grandson got in there and zip, he's just, shooting things out of the sky, flying between skyscrapers, and I'm thinking, I'm dizzy.
And then you guys added the laser tag, too. I know that was a big hit.
Well, it's a laser maze.
Yes.
My daughter loves that.
I know. The girls love that for some reason.
I set the record when we opened it up. I hit every single beam. It's very, very difficult for a tall person to go through.
I was going to say, you're at a disadvantage.
That was a big change. And we would hope, laser tag takes a lot of space, and it's one of those things that people don't go back to very frequently. They do it one time, so that was cool. And laser maze, you can go through 100 times and improve your score.
You guys have made some changes to the restaurants too, didn't you?
The restaurants changed about 3 times. That's the most difficult thing to do, is get the right thing of a restaurant. Now, we're not trying to be a destination restaurant. We're trying to be a restaurant that ties together the bowling and the arcade and the family atmosphere. So we've oriented it toward that. But it started out as called Tracks and had a sort of a bland menu, I would say. Now it's called Zeppelins. It's themed after sort of nostalgic travel, and completely different menu, completely different atmosphere.
And good food.
And good food.
It's a nice restaurant, it really
yeah, it is, and it has good food.
It's very difficult to convince people that there's a great restaurant in a bowling center.
I know, people say, what? I'm like, no, really, the food's good.
So you recently announced that a professional bowling event was coming. What does that mean for the business and for the community? We're
really excited about this because you have to go through a lot of hoops and be certified to get a professional event. There hasn't been one held in Beaufort County since 1988, I believe.
Wow.
But one of the changes we made, we hired a professional bowler to run our bowling business. His name's Jody Vermillion. He's been in Hello Country for all of his life, and he's bowled about 6 300 games.
Wow.
Wow.
I bowled one 300 game, but it took me about 6 hours. But yeah, there'll be we're calling it the Station 300 Coastal Classic, because we hope it's a yearly event. There'll be about 100 professional bowlers coming in from 7 southern states. This is the regional tournament. And it'll be a 3-day event. On Friday, the professionals will practice. You can come in and watch them practice and get your techniques down. Then Friday night, there's a Pro-Am tournament where we'll match a pro with 3 teammates that are amateurs. You can sign up for that now. The spaces are going very quickly. So that'll be fun. Then Saturday is the competition for the sort of elimination rounds. Saturday night, there's a dinner with the pros in Zeppelin's restaurant. And Sunday is the finals and award ceremony.
That's cool.
Sounds like fun.
So it's a way to get Bluffton on the map to a lot of people who have probably never been here or to Hilton Head. So it's cool for the community and for us.
Great.
Well, that sounds excellent. And you also just hosted a fundraiser for Osprey Village. Can you give us some details on how this came about and how the event unfolded for you guys?
Yeah, we do a lot of fundraisers. It's not well known that we do that. I'll back up one and say that we did a fantastic fundraiser for the Special Olympics children.
Oh, excellent.
And we had 100 kids in, 200 helpers.
Sure.
And the coolest thing was the cheerleaders from the high school and middle school came over. When these kids got off the bus, they cheered them coming through like they were going
Oh,
through
wow.
the Olympics.
Excellent.
And the
That's
smiles
awesome.
on their faces were just unbelievable. So Osprey Village is an interesting transition for us. A former pro quarterback, Kenny Anderson, who was a MVP of the Pro Bowl a few years ago, lives in the area, and his favorite charity is Osprey Village. So he approached us and asked us if we would host the event. He had done this in Cincinnati with a smaller bowling center, and we just started, everything meshed with our team and their team, and we got it going. And great event, great charity.
And Osprey Village is for disabled adults, right?
That's correct,
Yeah.
disabled adults. And it's done during the Pro Bowl, which will be on Sunday the 25th, I think, was the date. And just a great event.
Excellent.
So you mentioned Zeppelins. You know, we talked about that some, but are there future plans to advance Zeppelins further? What's going on with that?
Well, we've added a lot of entertainment. We have
Okay.
entertainment on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights now, and it's gauged to the crowd. The Tuesday and Thursday night are more senior type music, you know. And on the weekend, it sometimes goes all the way to being salsa with pachanga band.
Nice.
And we've revamped the menu. We're going to start doing specials. For example, we noticed that nobody's doing all-you-can-eat crab legs on Monday night, so we're going to have that. A lot of changes in Zeppelins to keep it fresh.
Nice.
Well, quickly, are there any employment opportunities available at this time?
There are always employment opportunities. We have about 45 people on the staff right now, and we need people for the front desk and servers and arcade helpers.
That's great.
Awesome. Bunch of good news. And if you want more information, go to station300bluffton.com and make sure that you join us next time for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.